some clean papers. And then we could have went over into Mexico.
Nuno Pontes spoke Spanish. Is he going to go up to Quebec? I doubt it. Is he going to go down to Mexico? So they fled south, and the investigation went south.
We got to a hotel in Houston, Texas, where we had to sit tight and wait for Billingsley's contact to come up with the fake IDs. Our connections made sure we'd have money and guns to deal with any problems. We'd kill time by getting some beers in and partying.
We're at a low point. There's nothing breaking.
Pontes, Keller, and four
The media coverage is so repetitive.
Institution at Pittsburgh last Wednesday. The 6 men.
The faces of the 6 inmates are all over the TV. And we feel the pressure to come up with something. We need an arrest.
They made this crystal meth stuff. Well, I was like on Star Trek. I went into another dimension or something. I mean, that stuff crunched me. Everything was like going bad. It seemed like everybody was going nuts. I said, look, you know, take me to the bus station. You know what I mean? I'm rolling. I'm getting out of here. And that was the last thing I remember.
Now we're on day 6. I'd been working this since the 8th of January. I'm cooped up. I'm frustrated. I'm waiting for the break. And the break came in the way of a phone call. Hello? And it was quite simply put, they got Berkelbaugh. Where is he? Houston. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go.
The police are on the trail of 6 prison escapees when they get a major breakthrough.
Berkelbaugh showed up at the Greyhound bus terminal. An ambulance was called because he was on the floor of the terminal crawling around.
When I was getting to the bus station, my heart seized up, and the next thing I remember, I was in the hospital. I knew I was screwed. Well, it damn near killed me.
I needed to be the one to interview Thomas Berkelbaugh. I needed to crack the ice as to the other 5. Where are they? Are they still together? Are they in a vehicle? Are they crossing a border? Are we too late? We're close. We're close. But yet, there's Mexico. When I rounded the corner into the interview room and saw this drug-induced, scramble-brained Thomas Berkelbaugh, some of my hopes and dreams were wiped out.
Get some drug, partied. I don't know.
He was nonsensical.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now you're.
After 3 hours and 10 minutes, I was frustrated. He wasn't speaking English. But he didn't speak of things in the individual.
We went.
It was we. We.
We went over to.
And that was a good sign. That gave us an edge because we were looking for the group of them and not 5 individuals like ants fleeing different routes.
Keller and me were driving along some back roads to pick up supplies when a cop car appeared ahead of us.
Straight ahead. Just look ahead.
This doesn't feel right.
It's all right. Just go by him. It's fine.
We passed him.
Just trust me.
No dramas.
Won't you just trust me on this? Just keep driving. It's fine. Don't go too fast. Just keep it under control.
Then the cop car pulled in behind us. The lights went on. Keller started panicking. I told him to pull over and stay calm. I'd do the talking.
Just relax. I got this covered.
Cop walked towards us. Keller, he lost his nerve. Just takes off. I remember thinking, great, now we're caught up in a high-speed car chase. We took a turn down a service road. I saw it was a dead end. I grabbed the wheel to turn the car around. I could hear the cop's footsteps. Instinct kicked in. Before I knew it, I was out of there, running.
Get down now!
And I just ran for my life.
Authorities believe it won't be long before Pontes is captured.
Right now, the area that he's in here is about a square mile.
But it's not going to be very much that he's going to...
You've got to be kidding me.
Free from us. We got a pretty good perimeter
set up at this time.
Two down and 4 to go now. Carmen Keller's in cuffs. And in Carmen Keller, I saw pride. Even though he was in a jail cell, he was proud of what he accomplished. He was successful in his own mind. And you try to play on that. I told him what a celebrity he was back at the wall.
6 states. A lot of cops looking for you guys.
You know, we looked apart and everything like that.
I want to know, who's the associate? Who's conspiring with them?
He brought us the booze. Booze. Wow, we got this. Drugs. Oh, man.
Who are they leaning on for money?
Yeah, Travis.
The name Travis comes up.
Travis have his last name?
No.
Now things are starting to get interesting.
Yeah, just Travis. There's Travis.
Now we have something to give the locals and federal authorities that are working the case in Texas.
Yeah, good times.
The call came from one of the case agents up in Pennsylvania. The biggest lead came from Keller after he was interviewed, after his apprehension. Keller knew this person, Travis, was helping him and the rest of the fugitives, and he knew it was in a trailer, and it was on I-10 just outside of Houston. And he knew this white elephant sits on the property where the trailer was. We found the landmark, and we found this little trailer we were looking at, and there was a red Ford vehicle parked in front. So we're running the plate through our database, through our radio.
Sedan 24086M.
And we got a hit on the plate. It was a stolen vehicle.
Copy that.
That ratchets your emotions up a little bit. At the same time, Travis decides to leave the property, and he's going to drive that stolen vehicle. We're still on him, followed him. He didn't go very far at all. He went to the Pasadena motel. He's not paying any attention to us at all. So we stopped the car. I can see the guy get out. He's starting to go inside. And we made the decision, Mario, you need to go with him. We need to see if we can put this guy down in a room. He gets out. I go down a little bit farther in a position where I can see my partner because I need to cover him. He sees him go into the room. That's all he can see, though. He meets up with me. He says, room 129. Now your adrenaline is, racing a little bit. Now you don't know. This might be the big one.
Travis brought the rest of the fake papers. Now we had our IDs, we could go. In 5 hours, we'd be across the Mexican border and free. Nothing was going to stand in our way.
We need backup now. We need to know your ETA. We've got a possible escapee.
I don't think we were quite ready. You know, I don't think you can tell my wife this, but we didn't have our vests on yet.
Room 129, possible escapee.
The next thing that happens is the door opens up. Billingsley and Heim that came out of the room. Maybe they heard the cars coming in the back. Maybe they saw police officers in the back of the hotel. They were acting like something was up. That's why your adrenaline is so high, because you don't know what's going to happen in the next 30 seconds. All bets were off. It's time to go ahead, you know, place them under arrest. Now the guns come out.
Turn around. On your knees. Right down. Let's go.
I heard shouting, lots of car doors slamming. Grabbed my gun, headed for the door.
You have these two guys on the ground. Cuff them quick, do a quick search. But you still have a hotel room, and that door could open at any time. The rest of the people in that hotel room could be armed. They open the door and start firing, they're going to get the first shot off. The door opens up. And Pontes comes out. We're yelling at that point in time. Put your hands up.
Get on your knees. Sit now.
FBI, police, got you surrounded. And he was looking around. He could see there was several guns pointed at him.
On your knees. Do it now. Get on the ground.
I noticed every single detail. My mind was racing, weighing up all the options.
On the ground. Put your hands up where we can see him. Down on the ground. Let's go.
We were eyeball to eyeball, and it's almost like he came out and let me see how many people are out there. See if maybe I can get a shot off.
I thought I could make something happen.
He wasn't putting his hands up. And that's the point in time when your finger goes from the side of your weapon to your actual trigger. The adrenaline was high before, now it's as high as it can be. Now you got your finger on the trigger.
Get on the ground now! On the ground now! Do it! On your knees! Let's go! Keep the hands on your feet!
I spotted so many guns.
Get down on the knees! Let's go! Stop!
I wasn't a desperado. It was all over. This was the worst moment of my life.
Come on out, nice and easy. Pick 'em up,
Then it was, okay, we're just calling them out one by one. When you looked at what they had in the room.
Among many other unanswered questions, police want to know how the escaped convicts were able to get guns and money.
"30-year-old Nuno Pontes, identified as the mastermind of the escape plot."
Since the escape, I've been locked in a cell for 12 years, 24/7, with the possible exception of 1 hour, 5 days a week, when they might put me in a dog run, a small cage open to the air. The only reason that cop stopped us in Texas was because we weren't wearing seatbelts. If I'd been wearing a seatbelt that day, I'd be in Mexico right now, and not talking to you from prison.
And there's more Breakout next Monday at 10, when an inmate dubbed the modern-day Houdini may have met his match. Back at the Night, Christopher Lambert stars as a sword-swinging warrior comes up against his last worthy opponent. The fantasy adventure Highlander is our movie.